That's fucked up. I mean, it's the way that Pruska is talking about it, almost like poetic in a fucked up way. And his use of her, like his love for her just to give him strength and the blessing. Am I getting that right? What do you mean he's reached his limit? I hope he's just talking about he's sleeping. Like his limit with his energy. Crossing paths and having the chance to clash with you. It's almost like he sees himself as Nanachi's mentor. It's almost like hard for me to hate him as I should, is because he's like his mind is a robot. This is how he thinks. There's no emotions behind it. I mean, it's fucked up what he's done. Whoa. What is that? The life reverberator stone? He's back? Yep. The beginning of the final journey. Ugh, that's so doom-like. So dark to say that. Wait, no, that can't be it. That's it? I was thinking that I'm going to finally find out about Liza and more about Reg and his origins. I guess not. Not that I didn't enjoy it. I mean, yeah, we did move forward with the story. We found out who Bondrewd is, and that's sad with him and Pruska. So it's weird. Yeah, Bondrewd, he's definitely an antagonist, but I almost feel like his role, he was doing something kind of like Ozen, teaching them a lesson, or not teaching them a lesson. How do I say it? Because he let them go through to the 6th layer, and I almost felt like their whole battle and their whole interaction, and how he was even telling Nanachi that he's proud of how Nanachi has grown. All of the things that Nanachi played a part of with planning out how to defeat Bondrewd, it seemed like he was proud of that. Since Nanachi and his friends were able to now surpass Bondrewd, or at least like defeat him, he let them go through, you know? And then that little relic, like this whole thing was like an initiation to get her white whistle and be able to move forward to the 6th layer. Oh, okay. So I mean, I liked it. I really liked that movie. It was hard for me to make any commentary during the movie because all I wanted to do was just stare at it and just watch silently. Wow, and how Reg transformed after consuming some of like the electricity and stuff. Did he overconsume power and it just took over him, like it possessed him or something? That's why he became that? I don't know, how would you describe that form that he was in when he was all like, you know, all sketchy. So it wasn't as sad as I thought it would be. It could be that just I didn't spend enough time with Pruska. I mean, it was a cute character and all, and it was really sad. Yeah, it was a total shock to find out that she was in that cartridge, but her saying, oh, it hurts, but my pain gives you strength, Dad, or Papa, and we can get through this together and blah blah. It's sad. It's really sad, but it shows that twisted love for each other. Yeah, it's getting used by her dad. Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard for me to say how I feel about Bondrewd. Maybe because he's so monotoned and we don't see any facial expression. Like, he's so not human. It's hard for me to think that what he did to her was malicious. Like, since she's already known the process and stuff because she has done some sort of like surgical thing along with her dad. her dad. Once she was on the operating table, she didn't totally know, but once she did, it's like she accepted it. She didn't just accept it, she was happy to partner up with her dad. I actually want to read more up on Bondrewd too. This movie, I feel like, gave like little hints of more information to come and then just didn't deliver. Like the thing with Anachi, him saying, oh, darn it, I really liked adventuring with them, darn it. So for me, like that's foretelling that he's planning on leaving them or sacrificing himself, or I don't know, something like that. I'm going to watch it again. I just feel like I've missed too much. So it's time for me to go and do some errands out in the cold, and I will return here to finalize my afterthought. So I'll see you guys in a minute.
One eternity later.
Hi everyone, I'm back again. I felt like I had to watch the movie again because there was just so much info that was passing by too quickly for me to understand. So yes, later on that day I watched it again, and I'm so glad that I did, is because there was some information that I almost feel like they brushed through really quickly. I don't know if it's because I'm slow, but I just could not read and thoroughly process how many lines of important content that quickly during the movie. And actually, even when I rewatched the movie, not in any spoiler type of way, like reading more than I should, but I had to Google the information a little bit more to fully understand what certain terms were, like what really made a white whistle, the reverberating stone. Okay, as sad as it is, I actually didn't even know what reverberating meant. So I had to Google that too. I feel like my adulting level is not where it should be right now. Yeah, so I had to look that up, and then I wasn't totally understanding Bondrewd's cartridges, how those cartridges really functioned. So glad I watched the movie a second time, and to be honest with you, the parts that should have been more emotional, I did feel it a bit more going through it the second time since I understood it more, and like really understanding. I don't know if I fully understand it still, but with Pruska's relationship to her dad, I do have a few more questions about that. And then also the relationship between Pruska and Rico at the very end. And then even the flashbacks of how deep Nanachi's relationship was really with Midi. Yeah, that hit a little bit harder this time. As for my afterthought, so overall, watching it the second time now, I've actually appreciated this movie more. I really like this movie. I know this commenter here, you actually asked me what I thought of Bondrewd. The first round, I was a bit confused because I felt like he was so robotic and it was hard for me to totally hate him. So I still stand by that. Now really realizing how he gave up his humanity, and that's how he was able to obtain his white whistle. He sacrificed his human self. Is he now just a prisoner of that relic? Zoaholic? I think that's what it was called. Because if that relic gets destroyed, he's done. But yeah, either way, for him to just like totally sacrifice his human self, like I think he did that so that he can be pretty much immortal, so that he can keep exploring, keep getting more knowledge, right? His decisions, as fucked up as they are, that type of mindset, like treating things humanely, it's no longer there. Everything has been to further his research with the relics and the curse itself. And I mean, sadly, his research is actually pretty important for the future cave raiders, because I'm guessing he is somehow forwarding that research to the other white whistles, right? Because he does mention that he knows Ozin, and he knows who Rico's mom is because he brings up Rico's mother, the white whistle, to Pruska before them coming in. That's why I'm guessing like he's still in contact with the white whistle community, and he forwards whatever information about like what he's learned with going further into the abyss. Oh man, it's hard, it's complicated. Bondrewd, like to define his character. But either way, like I think his character is really cool. There's so much that I do want to learn about him. Like even though I say he's lost his humanity, I feel like there's still a little bit in there, and it's not even towards Pruska. I kind of feel like when he first took in Pruska, his feelings towards Pruska was actually fake as well. Once he saw the girl, in his head already he took it as, oh, I can actually test out my theory of how to get the blessing through this experiment of developing some sort of deep relationship with Pruska as her father. But with Nanachi, he kept a little bit of humanity when it came to the relationship that he feels like he has with Nanachi. Because throughout the whole movie, he wants Nanachi to still be by his side. In the part where he discovers Nanachi and Riko, where they create the cartridges, even the way he approached Nanachi, Bondrewd was like, oh, I have something to show you, or there's something exciting. This whole time, it was like he was excited to have Nanachi there with him, or even like he wanted to show off things to continue working together. And then up until the very end, the way that he interacted with Nanachi as he was dying, it was like a proud mentor. I don't know why, I felt something in my heart just saying that. Just because like, yeah, their relationship is so complicated. Nanachi is tormented by the memories and experiences that he had with Bondrewd, but it seems like Bondrewd's relationship with Nanachi is more pleasant in his mind. But yeah, at the very end, he was just mentioning how proud he is of Nanachi, and the three of them actually, of how they use their wit and their knowledge of things and just the energy that they put together just to defeat Bondrewd. He was very proud. And yeah, it could be because Nanachi is the first successful experiment that he had with the blessing, but I just feel like there's more to it. Oh, and then also how deep of a relationship Pruska actually developed with Riko. Yeah, that was sad. That part when, you know, you find out that Bondrewd made her into one of his cartridges, and then Pruska spewed herself out as a white whistle for Riko. That's when Nanachi actually was saying, oh, it's weird that Pruska would become a reverberating stone for Riko, is because they just met. And then he did a flashback of Midi and how happy Midi was looking at him in that flashback. I admit, there might have been a tear that dropped, maybe one, but for sure my eyes started getting really misty, is because like, not only was it a reminder of that friendship that Nanachi had with Midi, but Bondrewd explains the whole reasoning behind the blessing as to why Nanachi transformed into that rabbit thing. I feel like it put into light more how deep of a friendship and how deep of a love, ooh, my voice cracked, how deep of a love Midi really had for Nanachi. Oh, really? Now? Now the tears come? Oh, I'm getting misty-eyed already just talking about it. Okay, anyways. I would say at that part, the second time watching the movie, that's when that happened. Oh. What else? Okay, I'll move on to my questions. So the Umbra Hands. I'm not totally sure how Bondrewd can possess a body. I'm still a bit confused with that. So at first, yes, I thought they were mindless, but then there's this one Umbra Hand. His name is Guerra? Guerra? Oh, I'm fucking up that name. Guerra? I think that's how you say it. That Umbra Hand is the one that was helping Bondrewd take care of Pruska in the earlier stages of her life. So again, I thought that all of the Umbra Hands were just empty vessels, and when they're moving around or whatever, they were just on autopilot mode. But the way that Guerra was acting, it seemed like he was thinking on his own. So yeah, it would be nice to get some clarification on that. Oh, and then lastly, that flashback that Reg had. So when he got all possessed or he got power overloaded, he had a flashback right when he saw Bondrewd. It's this scene right here. Is that Reg's true form? That figure in his memory, it had the same helmet as him, but then it had long hair. And then the way that he reacted to it at that moment, it was like, it was a memory of someone that triggered him, and then all of a sudden he got this urge to fight. But then later on in the movie, he was mentioning that someone reminded him of how to use his body. Then I got the feeling that, oh wait, was that memory like a glimpse of who he was before, like his true form? Yeah, I would like to ask you guys, was that a glimpse of someone, or was that a glimpse of his true former self? Oh wait, I don't know. Should I be asking you guys this? Well, it's out there, so it's up to you guys how spoilery of an information you want to let me know about. I think that's it for my questions. But yeah, overall, I really liked the movie. For sure, the second time watching it, I appreciated it more. It hit me more emotionally. Again, I wasn't crying or anything, but I do appreciate the character relationships that they featured. I do appreciate Bondrewd as a character more. I am 10 times more intrigued now. Yeah, he's a really good bad guy. Along with that, Bondrewd's position in this anime, it actually makes me wonder if he implanted that possible relationship that Pruska could have with Riko, so that after they do succeed, he anticipated that Pruska will become a white whistle for Riko. And if that's the case, wow, Bondrewd is even better than I thought. Like, his character is way smarter. I don't know if I'm thinking too much into it, but that's a thought that came through as well while I was processing everything. This afterthought has become super long. Sorry again if some of my explanations or the way my mind was going was a bit confusing. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction and my afterthought. For whatever information you guys want to tell me or the answers that you have for my questions, go ahead and comment down below. Alright guys, that's it for this reaction video. I hope you guys have a great week. And thank you again for your guys' patience with going through this Made in Abyss journey with me. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys for all of the love and support. I hope to see you guys next time and join me on another new anime journey. You have a great night. Bye!